Hey, welcome to another episode of the Diary of an Apartment Investor podcast. I'm your host, Brian Briscoe with Streamline Capital Group and the Tribe of Titans. We're going to talk about both of those today. I've been talking with a lot of people recently, and honestly, I probably spend about the majority of my waking day on Zoom talking with people about multifamily, and it's a lot of fun. It's my favorite subject to talk about, but I think the most frequently asked question I've gotten in the last several weeks is, hey, Brian, what are you up to? So I thought I'd just share once again with everybody what's going on. And I did an episode like this a couple of months ago, and it was, once again, I was still getting that question from a lot of people, and it died down a little bit. And maybe I've been to a couple of conferences and I've reconnected with people that I haven't seen in a while. And so one more episode of What's Brian Up To? First thing, and I put a post on LinkedIn today. It's Tuesday. I usually release this episode on a Wednesday, but I announced to the LinkedIn world, and now I'm announcing to the podcast world that I made a brand new hire, and I'm very excited for it. I hired a director of acquisitions for this Salt Lake metro area. And if you're familiar with like Northern Utah or the Salt Lake area, really what I mean is Wasatch Front. So, Ogden to Provo, Orem type areas. His name's Shyler Shoemaker, really great guy. I interviewed a lot of people. He was my favorite out of everybody I interviewed. And, fortunately, he agreed. He agreed. So I'm super excited for that. And I think we're gonna bear a lot of fruit, so to speak, in the next couple of years, especially in the Salt Lake City area. And our goal is to close on 2 properties in the Salt Lake metro in his first year. So super simple, 2 $10 million properties in Salt Lake City year 1. And then year 2, we're going to be growing, 15, 20, $25 million properties is the goal. So that's one thing that we're doing. And the ask, hey, occasionally we need people to raise capital for us. I've spoken with a lot of people who are willing to raise capital, but in my experience, not everybody's ready when I'm ready. So it'd be nice to have a lot of people on speed dial, so to speak, when that happens. So if you're interested in raising capital and you can bring $500,000 to $1 million to the table consistently, that's kind of the bottom amount that I have somebody bring in, but reach out to me. Let's hop on a call. All right. Next thing, once again, what am I doing? I have a partner and a friend that we've known each other for about 4 years now, but we've recently started putting our hats into the key principal ring. All right. If you don't know what a key principal is, think about loan guarantor or cosigner. That first time you went out to get that car loan and the bank came back and said you got no credit and you had to get mom or dad to sign with you. Okay. We're basically the mom or dad, right? To sign on the loans. What you need to get a commercial real estate loan is net worth, liquidity, and experience. And we bring that to the table, which is nice. And we bring that to the table in abundance, which is very nice. Okay. So we are also looking for teams who are looking for properties who have the capability to pretty much do most of what you need to purchase and operate a property. And you just need somebody who can, maybe give you a little bit of guidance here and there and then help you qualify for a loan. Super, super simple. And incidentally, we could probably sign up to about $15 million on a single loan. So that's going to cover probably most of the people who are listening to this podcast. But once again, if that's something you're interested in, give me a shout out. Something else that's going on right now is I have launched a coaching program. The way the coaching program is designed is it's a 5-step process. So first thing I'm going to do with each coaching client is sit down with them and help them with their roadmap. Okay, so we're going to talk about strengths and weaknesses, what you're good at, what you like to do, and determine the best way to get you to where you want to go. So we come up with a personalized roadmap. All right, second step is there's education involved. And I've got a lot of educational content in the Tribe of Titans already. I've got even more available for the coaching students. All right, but there's the education piece to be able to fill in the gaps of what you already know and to go from there. All right, third part is we help you build a team in your target market. Super simple. This is a team sport, and focusing is one of the best ways to be able to gain traction. So we'll help you build a team in your target market. Number 4, we teach people how to raise capital. Very simple. It's such an important part of this business. I couldn't do a coaching program without teaching people how to raise capital. And the 5th thing is to scale. Okay, we help people learn how to scale. And in the last 4 years or 3.5 years, I've closed on 1,100 units, another 400 or so units under contract right now. So, fast forward a couple of weeks or a couple of months, my unit count is going to be roughly 1,500 units. Okay. The way we're going to do the coaching program is we're going to have twice weekly group coaching calls. All right. I like small groups. Okay. I'm not going to throw any names under the, out there, but it's not going to be a Zoom call where you're on the line with 200 other people. Okay. That's not the type of coaching call. It's not a type of coaching program I want to run. Okay. So you're going to be on a Zoom call with a relatively small amount of people, and we're going to do it twice weekly. We're also going to have monthly one-on-one check-ins. Those check-ins are designed to see where you are on your roadmap, how things are going, and what we need to adjust, right? And in addition to that, like I said, you're going to have all the content available inside the Tribe of Titans. So it's really a hybrid of self-paced stuff, aka the content in the Tribe of Titans, group coaching, which is the twice a week, get me on a Zoom call, group coaching, and once a month check-ins to make sure you're on your roadmap. Now, in addition, I understand that things come up and people need to talk to their coaches at very specific times. So all my coaching clients are going to get a handful of anytime calls that they can use. So if you're about ready to submit an LOI, or LOI submitted and you're negotiating contract, you want somebody to look over your shoulder. Okay, those are the times you use the anytime calls. All right. So that's what's included. Like I said, the goal is to get somebody from wherever they're at to where they can close confidently on properties. Basically, I'm not going to give you a fish. I want to teach you how to fish, to use that analogy. All right. So that's 3 things. There is one more thing that actually wasn't on my list of things to talk about that I just remembered that I want to talk about. And it's along the lines of coaching. I just signed up for business coaching. It's something that I've never ever done before, and I've realized that that's one thing that I need. I spent 20 years in the military. I know military. All right, I've done a lot of multifamily, and I know how to close on multifamily. I know how to operate multifamily. The one thing that I need more than anything right now is just a little more business stuff. All right, so along with hiring my first employee with Streamline Capital recently, we're taking some business coaching. And I fully believe in business coaching, and I'm putting my money where my mouth is. I'm not just telling people that I have a coaching program. I paid a lot of money for coaching in multifamily several years ago, about twice the amount that I'm asking in my course right now. But I paid a ton of money for that. I paid money to other coaches and mentors at times. And the mentorship program that I'm getting in right now is potentially a 6-figure a year commitment. So it's something that I truly believe in. I truly believe coaching and mentoring is going to help me get to the next level. And I think it's going to help most people listening to this podcast also get to the next level. Okay. So anyway, if you're interested in anything that I talked about, once again, we're acquiring properties in Salt Lake City and we're building a business. Okay. That's what we're doing. We do occasionally need people to raise capital for us. Interested in that, reach out to me. Number 2 is we occasionally come in as key principal or loan guarantors on properties. All right. If you've got a property that you're close to getting under contract and you need somebody to fill that role, all right, once again, reach out. Okay. 3rd thing we discussed is I started a coaching program. All right. If you're interested in being one of my coaching clients or having me as a coach or a mentor, reach out. Okay. Number 4, like I said, I'm putting my money where my mouth is. I'm getting my own coach for the things that I need. Incidentally, I hired a coach to help me set up the coaching program too. Okay. True story. All right. All that said, thanks a lot, everybody. Have a great day, and we'll talk to you later.
Hey, if you like that episode, make sure to subscribe. But more importantly, if you haven't joined our multifamily educational community yet, which we call the Tribe of Titans, you are missing out. Get 30 days free by clicking the link in the description to this episode, or go to thetribeoftitans.info, and we'll see you there.